So Livescribe isn't Livescribe anymore. They got bought out by the company they were licensing their dot paper, like the dot pattern from, in 2015. And they released a few more products under the Livescribe name. They're still under the Livescribe name, but I'll explain this in a second. So I just bought the Livepen bundle for $50. And their Livepen application works, connects fairly reliably, shows me my notes, but has very few export options. Like you can only export the image and not the PDF or a SVG or whatever. And compared to the older Livescribe Plus application, is just way dumbed down. And Livescribe Plus lets you do all this and lets you export in many different formats. There's a bunch of different options, whatever. Livepen fails activation in Livescribe Plus every time because it says pin serial not found in database. I thought, okay, this could just be they forgot to add it to the database, so I emailed their support. I still haven't heard back. I probably never will at this point. It always fails activation, and I was having a hell of a time keeping it connected. Connection, I figured out that you have to put the cap back on and let the pin turn off while the application is open. If you close the application with the pin active, it causes hell for any subsequent connections. And then it was bugging me with that pin serial not found in database, and back and forth on Discord, looking at the old company, new company. And I found online that the pins, a little bit of foreshadowing, used to have licensing. So Anodo is the parent company, and their previous, this model of pin sold by them has licensing that when they were produced in 2018, 2019, they only had a year license. They wouldn't work past that year. They since updated that, I think, once COVID hit, because they realized what a fucking stupid idea that was, to be a 20-year license, so lifetime of the unit. Like, yes, it'll probably not last 20 years, so whatever. But I checked the license of this, and it says NA. So with the new pin, they got rid of the licensing. Hooray. But that means that's why it's not in their database. And so this is all leading up to, they're still sending out old material. Livescribe, none of this insert mentions Livepen. It mentions the Symphony, which this is a rebrand of. None of this has Livepen branding. It has the old application branding everywhere. Like, no mention. So the likely part is the old, better application that says the serial's not in the database and has connection issues unless you specifically baby the pin, was likely a dev team that they didn't want to pay anymore. They created this new application, worse features, probably outsourced it to make it cheaper, whatever. We don't want to pay developers. And they haven't updated their materials yet. So they want you to use the new, shittier application that works reliably versus the old one that is not supposed to be working with this pen. There was no mention of Livepen. There's mentions of Symphony. And it happens to just work because they reused the same tech, because of course they did. They're cheap-ass bastards. Lovely. Perfect.